I'm Andrew Palmer. I work for the Gordon. Some of the work I do relates to young people, disengaged people, and a major part of what I do is looking for employment outcomes for students from the Gordon. I'm the Gordon's representative on the LLEN board, and I came to that position from a LLEN youth work working party. So I've had engagement with the LLEN probably for about 5 or 6 years now. So I have an interest from the LLEN's point of view, but I also have an interest from the Gordon's point of view in finding sustainable employment outcomes for our students and in supporting employers in the area, in the region, to transition to new ways of working. I hadn't considered the gig economy to be as broad as sole business operators or contractors. My focus had been very much on young people in particular getting into work in industries where there is labour demand or skills shortage, but it would be part-time because that's the way it's traditionally been. I'm particularly thinking about tourism and hospitality in the region. So to hear some of the speakers talk about that they had a real plan, they had a business plan, that they had good education behind them, that they had the independence and resilience to be able to do their own thing was something new for me. Something I'd like to talk about is the gig economy as it relates to tourism and hospitality in the region, because it is a growth sector and there is a labour shortage. So feedback from community and from employers is that there's some disparity in the way people are employed, working conditions, pay conditions. So I think the industry needs to come together, or perhaps some key players in the industry need to come together and agree, commit to, let's say, a minimum wage, as that was one of the things that was discussed today, so that young people moving into the gig economy in tourism and hospitality have an understanding and some confidence as to the conditions that they're going to be employed under. I think where we've got industries and employers that have traditionally worked in a casualised way, we need to build some structure around those. That's going to take a lot of work and commitment, especially when you've got many small or even micro businesses operating in a particular industry sector. How to get agreement and commitment, community commitment to support that will be a challenge. The other challenge I think is, as was mentioned today, where we've got gig employment starting to appear in industries that hadn't traditionally been involved in it. We need to make sure that it's not a runaway train, I think. And so again, it's going to require major connection and engagement with industry, with education and community to do that. The final one, I think, is with education and training and educating young people in particular in transferable skills, and research is starting to talk about clusters of skills, artisans, carers, etc. I think we need to be focusing more on that type of education and training.